it's not always rainbows and sunshine, you know? These hormones, man, it's crazy.
So here we have an ordinary bookcase, just your regular whoa. Or is it a secret entrance to the hotel's old speakeasy?
Any other earthlings get that feeling of absolute dread, thinking everyone hates you, no one wants to be around you, you don't want to be around you, everything you do is wrong, and you'll never amount to anything. Check your calendar. Your period might be close. I didn't upload yesterday. My period is 3 days away, and I've talked about this so many times on my channel. I suffer with PMDD every single month. Every month is different. This month is hard. The hopelessness that I feel today is heavy. And I feel like two different people. 3 weeks out of the month, I'm fine, I'm productive, I feel like myself. And then 1 week, my hormones just fuck with me so hard. And I have so much to do today, and I feel so overwhelmed. And I got a notification from my Flow app saying feelings of PMS, and I'm like, oh yeah. And so I'm like, duh, Casey, like your period's about to start. Like that explains everything. And then it helps me like soften up with myself. Knowing that this is like a cycle, you know, and it's like, okay, you've done this before, you know what it is. But it's almost like the older I get, even though I know what helps it and stuff, but it's like the older I get, the harder it gets, especially 2 to 3 days before. Like, I have so much to do and I need to do it, and I just don't have like the energy. I just want to sleep. I don't want to talk to anyone. I don't want to do anything. And I don't want to just sit and cry, but I also know that it's good to like get it out instead of like holding it in. So it's like, okay, get it out. Drink some water. And it's Sunday. And I love Sundays, but not today. I got some laundry started, and I'm gonna wash my face, do a face mask. I'm literally gonna force myself to self-care today and force myself to clean. Yeah, this is gonna be the vlog. Me struggling. But I think it's important, and the reason why I share this part of my life is to validate or help anyone else that's moving through PMDD, because it's so horrific. And one of the things that has made it easier for me is knowing that I'm not alone. So that's why I make content every now and then around PMDD, because it sucks so bad, and I just want others that are trying to navigate it know, like, hey, I'm with you, and know this sucks. It's temporary. It's not always rainbows and sunshine, you know? These hormones, man, It's crazy how they really do rule our reality. And I think me vlogging today is gonna be kind of helpful, kind of make me get present and out of my head. So welcome to today's vlog.
Many adults saw 90% clearer skin. Some even achieved long-lasting clearer skin and fast itch relief after first dose.
PMDD is such a weird effing experience. Nothing has changed, but I'm constantly floating 3 inches out of my body, and I can barely recognize myself, only in fleeting glances. Everything hurts, yet I'm numb, and everything feels so dramatic. I'm sensitive to everything. I want to eat everything, and I want to disappear. PMDD is a severe form of PMS. For those of us who experience it, know it's much more than just PMS. PMDD affects about 5 to 8% of women of reproductive age. It can cause extreme mood swings, irritability, depression, and physical symptoms that can seriously impact your daily life. It's a complex and challenging condition that affects both our mental and sense of well-being. I've been living with PMDD for about 8 years, and I've shared my journey with you all to help raise awareness and maybe help someone who is struggling. Living with PMDD can feel like such an emotional roller coaster. About a week before my period starts, I begin to experience fatigue, and a few days before, very intense mood swings. It's like a dark cloud settles over me, and everything feels overwhelming and extremely difficult.
I get like 3 or 4. So whoever has asked,
You're gonna help
where
me?
this is from? It's from Free People. I'll
You're
leave
gonna
it
help me,
down below
Judy?
for you. Oh my goodness! They sent me their new.
I'm just gonna enjoy this. I'm like tiptoeing around my skincare routine because I'm like, something's happening.
One of the most important things I've learned is the power of self-care to manage PMDD. Journaling has been a lifesaver for me. It helps me track my symptoms, identify patterns, and express my feelings. So I make sure to write down how I feel every day, especially during the luteal phase of my menstrual cycle, when PMDD symptoms are the worst. Exercise is another crucial part of my routine. I notice when I don't exercise, I feel worse. So I try to get in gentle exercises like yoga, even stretching is beneficial, or walking, and it just helps reduce stress and improve my mood. So I try to stay active for at least 30 minutes a day. Diet also plays a big role in managing PMDD. I focus on eating a balanced diet with plenty of fruits and vegetables, lean proteins, and whole grains. I try to avoid caffeine. It is my vice. Avoiding sugar helps as well, because things like caffeine, alcohol, and sugar are going to exacerbate our symptoms. Also, mindfulness and meditation help me stay grounded to reduce anxiety. I try to spend at least 10 minutes a day meditating, praying, focusing on my breath, and really doing the work to let go of those negative thoughts that pop up. Another key aspect of managing PMDD is seeking support, whether it's talking to a therapist or joining a support group or simply confiding in friends and family. Having a support system can make a huge difference. Connecting with others who understand what you're going through can also be incredibly validating and comforting.
We just had 24 tons of more rock delivered because now we are finally getting to the end of all of our landscaping journey here, and we basically have to lay our entire yard with rock.
The emotional toll is probably the worst part. I experience extreme irritability, anxiety, depression. There are days when I feel incredibly low, like I'm trapped in a dark place and there's no way out. It's more than just feeling sad or stressed. It's a deep sense of despair that can be really hard to shake. Another obstacle for me is the mental fog and lack of concentration. Simple tasks feel impossible, and I find it really hard to stay focused, especially when it comes to work. It's frustrating because I know I'm capable, but PMDD makes me feel like I'm not in control of my own mind. Another challenging aspect of PMDD is how isolating it can feel. It's hard to explain to others why you're acting differently or why you can't just snap out of it. But it's important to remember that PMDD is a medical condition and it's not your fault. So every month when I go through this, I remind myself this is temporary. As soon as my period starts, I'll start to feel like myself again. It's like a switch. Thank you so much for watching today's vlog. If you found this video helpful, please give me a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel. If you have any tips or experiences you'd like to share, please leave a comment below. Let's support each other on this journey. Take care, and I'll see you next weekend. Peace.